ever seen this motherfucker running naked through your backyard?
Talking video talk. We're talking
Video talk, bitch, we're talking video talk. Get your video talk. You best subscribe. You best subscribe or die. You best subscribe or dive to video talk.
Yeah, hello. Good evening to you, sirs, from here, Finland, Tampere, and this is Willy talking to you with Video Talk. Hey, how the hell is going? Have you been watching some Eurovision or have you been watching some ice hockey? Because the World Cup of ice hockey is held in this town, Tampere, and I haven't watched anything about that shit because I don't care about no damn ice hockey, man. Yeah, that's for sure. Lino Marchetti, howdy everybody. Hey, howdy Lino Marchetti, and also JAA is in the house. How are you guys? And 14 other people. Jay the Cinemaniac is also in the house. Hey guys, have you been collecting some new movies? Have you bought anything lately? Because this is a video talk, so you can talk to me. And tonight's programming is as follows. I have one box here to unbox for you, and then I have a bunch of films that I want to talk to you about and give my review. And also, the new order of the things is so that I will do this live broadcast and I will cut these reviews as a separate video. So those who don't want to be watching no damn hour-long live shows and want to miss all these, babbling and ramblings and stuff and want to focus only on the review side, can watch these videos. You don't have to watch these videos if you don't like. Oh my god, volunteer says, good evening from a hospital. Oh my god, pneumonia. Oh my god, hopefully it's not something serious. Oh shit. The babbling is the best part. Lino Marchetti, I like your style, my man. I like your style. The video babble is the best. Maybe I should change the channel name to a video babble. Wouldn't that be nice? I don't know. Hey. Okay. Hey, I did a poll on Videotalk community slide or whatever it's called, and I asked you guys how should I watch next the Vinegar Syndrome's Mexican Carlos Taboadada box, or should I watch the Forgotten Gialli box that I have here, Forgotten Gialli 5, and the votes were I got 31 votes in this poll, which I'm very happy because I ain't done before on Video Talk channel this poll thing. I got 31 votes and also 3 likes and 52%. Oh, so it was very even contest, but 52% voted that I should take this under my watch list the following week. So I will start watching this tomorrow morning during my morning exercise. Yeah, I'm doing that. So I start this watching, and hopefully in the next video talk I will give my review of Forgotten Gialli box. Cause okay, the box at least seems very, very fine. So that's the happening. That's the recent happenings. I'll be alright eventually. Okay, volunteer. Cheers from here. And hey, hopefully you get out of the damn hospital very soon. And it's not a long stay there. Yeah. So first, let's start this programming about a review part. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is this thing called Vinegar Syndrome's VSL, which means Vinegar Syndrome Labs 001. And this is called Flesh and Fantasy, and this is thriller mystery suspense film from year 1943. Yeah, you heard it correctly. 1943. And this Vinegar Syndrome labs, they are releasing, in this series, they are releasing like films that are a lot older and not necessarily a genre that they usually do. This is, forgive me, I said VSL 001. This is 002 as a matter of fact. And this was the first of the Vinegar Syndrome lab releases. This Kuruchu, the Beast of the Amazon, which was kind of like a very funny, trashy, campy film from the 1950s, but this is from the 1940s, this Flesh and Fantasy. And gotta tell you, I'm not the biggest fan of these 40s films because that's a kind of like an era that I don't necessarily care too much about. I usually go for the lowest I go is usually 1950s. But, okay, I think this is a very interesting idea they are doing. You know, they are bringing these gems from the older era, so maybe there is some gems to be found. But let's find out if this Flesh and Fantasy is one of these gems, shall we? Okay, first up, let's see how does the box look like. Here we have nice looking slipcover. Murder by suggestions, you're going to kill, you're going to die. Unseen hands pushed him on. So kind of like a very scandalous slipcover there. Then we have the nice style, this kind of like old style poster. No doubt this is the original poster. And yeah, hey, we have quite an impressive bunch of people in this film. Charles Boyer and Edward G. Robinson. These guys were previously familiar to me, but this Barbara Stanwyck and Betty Field, not so much. But I learned much new things about when I watched this. So in the there's nothing inside but the Blu-ray disc in the box, in this cover, and then we have the reversible sleeve with this new artwork from the slipcover, and then we have this reversible artwork. I will keep the reversible artwork here because it is different from the slipcover artwork. I like to do that. Do you like to do that, or what is your policy on this? How do you keep, if there's a reversible cover and slipcover, which one will you choose? Yeah, but Flesh and Fantasy is, like I said, 1934 film, and it was directed by a French director, Julien Duvivier, with a completely new name to me, but apparently he's very hot item, at least he was back in his home country. But then he was asked to United States to make films, and then he went, did one film and came back to France, and then he came back to United States and did some more. And this Flesh and Fantasy is a product from that other trip to USA. And yeah, yeah, this is like it's not I mean, it's not a traditional film in that sense, because this is kind of an episodic film, and that was really uncommon back then. So this film includes 3 stories, or rather 4 stories. In the first story, it's like a, it's like a parent story of this. These 2 guys, they start to discuss about the supernatural, these rich guys, and they're drinking whiskey and talking about supernatural. And the other one is telling about some dream he had, and the other one is talking him out of this superstition. And then he starts to read a story. And this first story is about a lady who is in the Mardi Gras, and she is supposed to be ugly, but the way her face is lit is like a, enhanced the, the black parts, black rings under her eyes, and that, yeah, she really isn't ugly person, but yeah, it is meant to be. And then she's about to commit a suicide because there's some guy found dead from the lake. And actually the opening shot was pretty impressive, where this Mardi Gras people are digging this guy out of from the river, and they are dressed like devils. So I was thinking of, oh my god, aren't they supposed to be devils or something? But they are not. They are in the masquerade. Any case, this lady is about to kill herself, and then this mysterious Mardi Gras mask guy talks her out of it, and then convinces her to wear this mask, which makes her look beautiful, and then she could get the man of her dreams. Yeah. So basically that's it. I won't go to the spoilers, but it was mysterious and perhaps even supernatural, but I don't think it's horror. But it's interesting, and the way the film is shot and this sequence in particular is very interesting. All these shadows and nice camera movement, because back in the 40s it was not that common to move camera like that, what this director is doing here. And in the next story, there's this guy who goes to fortune teller, this rich guy, and the fortune teller tells him that, hey, you are about to kill somebody, buddy, you're gonna be a murderer. And then this rich guy is, oh my fucking Christ, goddamn motherfuckers, who I'm gonna fucking kill? And then, no, he doesn't swear. And this is a film that were made under Hays Code. So, nothing too grim, nothing too depressing, no cursing, no nudity, no nothing is happening these Hays Code time films. But this guy, you know, this fortune teller kind of like plants to his head that, yeah, you're gonna kill somebody. And then, kind of interesting, he starts to thinking about that, who am I gonna kill? Because if I'm about to kill somebody, which person would cause least damage? So he's kind of like a fair-hearted killer. But in the end, does he kill somebody? Well, I'm not gonna go to the spoilers then. And in the last story, it's about this kind of like what you call circus tightrope walker. That in his dream he sees that he's falling off from tightrope, and because of this mysterious lady. And then he meets this lady on a boat from London to New York, and then they fall in love. And are the dreams really about are the dreams? Are the dreams that come true, are they a fact or fiction? So you see, maybe this middle story is more like a thriller horror story, but not so much these other tales in this. And yeah, like I said, this is well shot and atmospheric and a kind of interesting film. And it was 90 minutes long, so it won't take too much of your time. And I watched the extras, and there was also a commentary which I did listen, and a commentary by Kim Newman and Barry Forshaw. Barry Forshaw is some kind of author of French cinema and cinema of this era, and also Kim Newman. Everybody probably knows Kim Newman. He's familiar if you're a guy who's into extras, so you have probably seen Kim Newman plenty of time in extras. Yeah. But yeah, I found out that this film was supposed to include also the fourth story, and it was cut maybe because of the duration, or maybe because that tale didn't have too much star power in it. Who knows? But this fourth story was edited into this film called Destiny, but I haven't seen it. So, a good film, interesting film, atmospheric film, well shot film, and well cast film. And only gripe I have with these era films is that they are made under this Hays Code, so nothing too raunchy can happen. And also the music. God damn it, I don't like the music of this era. I mean, why does it have to always include music? This whimsical or otherwise lame music, constant music. Every time. Why? Shut up for a while. fucking music in this film. But that is a common problem of the film of this era. I would rate this film 3.5 stars out of 5. It's great. I think if you're at all into the films of noir films of this era, black and white films, so maybe check out Flesh and Fantasy. I don't think you're gonna be disappointed. Yes, and the documentary in this disc and all the extra precise trailer and commentary, it was the Fate News or the Dark World of Julien Duvivier, featured with French film by, it was French with, it was made with this Christopher Gans, also a film director. Very detailed facts about this director's life and the making of this film. Yeah. Check it out if you like. Yeah. All right. Getting warmed up here now. Ragnar666 says, nice slipcover. Melody Maniac says, it sounds pretty interesting. I've been watching more and more older 30s, 40s and 50s and 60s films during recent years. There's lots of good stuff out there. But Melody Maniac, you probably did not see this one already. Or did you? And yes, indeed, this is a pretty nice slipcover here. And this is like this, I always forget, what is the word in English, this kohokuvio? I always forgot about that shit. What is this thing called when this comes out of this cover? Help me out, guys. Melody Maniac, haven't seen it. Well, hopefully my babbling about it raised some interest to that. Oh yeah. Alright, then it's probably time to go to the unboxing sequence. Why not? Alright, this box came from a new label. Now, you might be aware of this Radiance film, which is a new UK label, but at the same time, there's also another new UK-based video label called Treasured Films. And I think the Treasured Films are more like a web store, but this is their first release. So let's check out what is their first release. Alright, maybe this will give you a hint. Oh shit, we have a nice web store exclusive Last Hunter mini poster here. So I ordered this directly from the treasuredfilms.co.uk, and even though the website says that they can only deliver to UK, at least I got mine without any hassle. So let's dig in. So you probably guessed what's in the box, man. Yes, in the box, man, is this film. Oh yeah. An Italian war movie from year 1918 called The Last Hunter, starring David Warbeck, and also starring John Steiner and Tisa Farrow, Tony King and Bobby Rhodes and Margie Newton. Oh yeah. Happy Mother's Day, you mother! Hey, Lino Machetti, $10. Thank you very much for your donation, Mr. Lino Machetti. I highly appreciate your donation. You good sir. I will take a sip of water. Oh my god, why doesn't it show this super chat? Well, at least the sound was okay, hopefully. But thank you so much, Lino Machetti. How have you spent your Mother's Day? I forgot to mention, I have here Mother's Day Slasher Classic Collection. This is Slasher Classic Collection number 02 from 88 films, and it has been a very long time since I last watched this Trauma distributed classic, but I think it was a mixture of comedy and Last House on the Left and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. My memory serves me that it was pretty good film, but haven't watched it for a while. And Melody Maniac says, just watch some suspense film Mummy from 1995. God damn, it was awful. But not The Mummy. Okay. So getting back to Last Hunter. Let's check out what's in the Last Hunter box. First of all, this is a sticker. I have kept my plastic wrappings on here because I don't wanna lose the sticker, which is it is connected to this plastic here. So let's keep it this plastic wrapping around it, and besides, it's gonna be protecting this nice looking, nice and sturdy cardboard box. Yeah. Okay, so we have a bunch of lobby cards. Let's check out what's here. Replication of poster. Nice. Il Cacciatore 2. What? I don't know what's this. And then Il Ultimo Cacciatore, The Last Hunter. Ultima Cacciatore, lobby cards, and Ultima Cacciatore. Yeah. These are the lobby cards, and then we have the booklet. Haven't read it completely. I have read it half of it, and this has some essays from guys like Troy Howard and John Martin and Eugenio Ercolani. Nice printing and nice set of covers. And about somewhere here I left, I think this is the page I left off. Essays about the making of the film and the career of Antonio Margheriti and career of David Warbeck. And yeah, okay. Nice booklet, 80 pages, great stuff. And then, lastly, but certainly not leastly, we have The Last Hunter, the Blu-ray cover. And this is a film this is a new 4K master, new 2K master. And previously the film has not looked terribly good. I have the DVD, I will show it to soon. I will show you the DVD and my Last Hunter collection, but this is a good looking master, have to tell you that right in the beginning. And there is also a reversible sleeve with the original name, Ultimo Cacciatore. Yeah, maybe I keep this English cover on the front. Okay, but the Last Hunter is, like I said, 1980s Italian-Vietnam action war movie, and it is starring David Warbeck. He is the Last Hunter, the US Army captain with top secret mission to destroy this radio station that is broadcasting this signal for the American soldiers that you need to surrender your weapons and you need to go back home to your lovers and not fight this war because this is not your war. But for some reason, this captain is sent to this mission all by himself. Okay, he gets help from this squad with Bobby Rhodes and also Tony King. You might remember Tony King from Atlantis Interceptors, or should I call it Raiders of Atlantis. And funny thing that this character which Tony King plays here, it is called Washington, and it is also he's also called, his character in Atlantis Interceptors, he's also called Washington. I'd like to think so, that this is the same guy, but probably not, because spoilers, he dies in this film. Okay, spoilers, most of the people die in this film. This film has a lot of killing in it. Okay, so David Warbeck goes to the jungle and finds this squadron who helps him to find this radio station, and then they go to this. First, they have to watch out for the VC and also the traps in the jungle, and also all these kind of snakes and perils that jungle holds, and watch out for the rotting corpses that drop out from the trees. And then they find this kind of like an army base which is made in this jungle, and it is this U.S. Army base is led by this rogue general called, I don't remember what's the name, but it was the actor of this captain was John Steiner, long line actor from Italian movies, Nazi movies and whatnot, and he's sort of like General Kurtz from Apocalypse Now. So this film takes its cues from Apocalypse Now and also from The Deer Hunter, but certainly this is nowhere as good as those films. But this is more like an action exploitation film, and Anthony Margheriti, or should I call him Anthony Dawson, I think he's a very able director. I have always liked his style of how he makes action, but in my opinion he's kind of a too sure director, so nothing really extravagant ever happens in his films like Commando Leopard, or he's made a bundle of films. I think most of his films have been even released here in Finland also on video. So he's made a ton of action films and peplum films and science fiction films, but I think one of, at least for me, his favorite films for me are this one and also Cannibal Apocalypse. Cannibal Apocalypse, that's wonderful. But this is okay. This is okay too. I mean, it's not the greatest film ever, but it's got a lot of action in it, and it is moving pretty fast, and no boring sequences there. And yes, the film is pretty gory. One guy gets his eye shot off, and rotting helicopter pilot is found with guts hanging, and guy gets into a trap and guts are flying out of his, and one guy gets his legs shot off and burned alive, and one guy gets machete through his neck, and one guy is eaten by rats, and one guy also uses flamethrowers. So there's plenty to pick from this film. It's an entertaining film. I really like it, and it's like funny. It's very funny also when this Tisa Farrow plays this like a reporter girl, and she's constantly taking pictures, always taking pictures. What? Come on, people are dying around her and bullets are flying around her. She's just taking pictures, risking her life and other life. So, completely unnecessary character, this Tisa Farrow, who might you remember from Zombie Flesh Eaters. Yeah. Okay, the release also precise the packaging, which is great. It includes bunch of hefty extras. Hefty bunch of extras. First of all, we have a audio commenter with Natalia Thompson, Troy Howard and Eugenio Ercolani, and I listened to it, and these are the same guys who wrote this bunch of essays here and talking about the same things, about the career of Anthony M. Dawson and also career of David Warbeck and what Tisa Farrow did there and whatnot. Great listening. It's very easy to listen when I'm working at home, so I just pop in a film and listen to the audio commentary. And then there's Outsider, Il Cinema di Antonio Margheriti, the feature-length documentary by Eduardo Margheriti as a tribute to his father's career. It was 60 minutes long, and it is the first time it's been released on Blu-ray with English subtitles, and it was an Italian documentary by Antonio Margheriti's son about his dad. So, it was great. It was great also. Then there was Apocalypse Hunter, a new video essay by Eugenio Ercolani. There was some details about Antonio's career and background of Italian war movies. Interesting. Lots of new information for my head. And from Dawson to Dawson, the new interview with Eduardo Margariti. So Antonio's son is talking about his dad on camera now. And then there was Margie in the Jungle, and you might remember Margie Newton from classic film called Hell of the Living Dead. She was really surprised in this interview that are these really, cult classics, this Hell of the Living Dead and Last Hunter? She didn't know that, and she told that, yeah, it was fun making them, and she would do it again. I always thought that she was a British actor because of the name, but at least in this interview she spoke in Italian, so I take that she's an Italian actress. And then there was Jungle Boogie, an interview with Franco Michalizzi, the composer of the film, talking about not so much about the music of Last Hunter. I think he had some weird things to say about the future and about the space and something that really didn't have anything to do with the Last Hunter. There was little things about the Last Hunter, but not so much. And lastly, there was Mud and Blood, a new interview with Massimo Vanni, a guy who you might remember from this film, but also from another classic film, Robo War. Oh shit, he's the guy who looks like Chuck Norris in that film. So hey, if you have not seen Robo War, see it. And if you have not seen Last Hunter, I think you need to see it. I think this is a pretty good film. Not a classic, but a 3.5 stars worth of Italian gory jungle action. Haha, yeah, I really did like it. And hey, before we change the subject, may I present you. This is the Finnish DVD, Last Hunter, Viidakko Verilöyly. I have it on my shelf. I think this was from the same master than it was released on the USA DVD, Code Red. And there is also Code Red Blu-ray, but I don't have it. And those things include one separate extra. I think this doesn't include any extras. And then we have the VHS, the later Finnish VHS, Viidakko Verilöyly, Jungle Massacre. And this thing is pretty rare tape, and this thing is cut to hell. I mean, I think this is almost 10 minutes of cuts. I actually watched these scenes, and I was, holy shit, this is missing a lot of stuff, this VHS. But this, of course, is uncut. So I will gladly put this in my shelf among these two, and maybe I will watch this. Most certainly I will watch this a lot of times because it is excellent in my opinion. And that's that. So what do you think about Last Hunter? Do you have any Last Hunter dreams? Melody Medic says, The Last Hunter is a great film. I only have the finished DVD. The Deer Hunter was Cacciatore in Italy, so the Deer Hunter 2 is in Italy. Yeah. It wouldn't be great if this would have been Deer Hunter 2. It would say in the cover. Zami Adams, hello. I love The Last Hunter. The great director. Yeah. The propaganda radio messages are very interesting, and the scene where soldiers are losing their minds, some crazy stuff in the film. Good soundtrack too. Hey, I completely agree with you. Everything in this film is pretty entertaining. Yeah. Forgot to mention, I paid £24.99 for this, and I think this is limited to this. So I got this directly from their web store, Treasured Films web store, and it was £24.99. And this thing is limited to 2,000 copies. And if you want to get your own, I think it is still in stock, but it might go out of print pretty quickly. Yeah. All right. Okie doke. So, maybe it's time to move to the next big thing, and oh boy. I watched all films in this package. The films of Dorish Wishman, the Moonlight years, 3-disc set from AGFA, American Genre Film Academy, or Archive. And this is number 039, and this is a box that looks like this. First of all, we have this stop cover with sturdy cardboard. Nice looking, nice blue Moonlight looking cover. Then we have a inside there's this thing, slip cover, and then we have the Blu-ray covers here. And then inside here we have a booklet. Didn't read this, but it's an essay, Blonde Wigs and Ashtrays, Dorish Wishman's Moonlight Years. how soothing. Another essay. And those who don't know, Dorish Wishman is a grandma looking like this, and she made exploitation films in the 60s and in the 70s and also in the 80s. Now, what kind of films this charming looking grandma could have done? So here we have some examples, and this is the second one of these Dorish Wishman sets, and the first one was the Twilight years, and then we have the Daylight years. That I haven't checked out, but that is waiting. That treat is waiting for me in the shelf back there. I did watch the first package, and oh boy, it was something else. But now let's concentrate on this second box, the Moonlight years. So this includes 9 films. The first one is Bad Girls Go to Hell. Bad Girls Go to Hell. I just go this review for a little bit description about what happens in each movie, and then I go into the details about the movies, because really there's no point of talking about each film separately, because you can basically, if you see 1 or 2 films, you can basically determine that what kind of films the rest of these films are in the package. All the same problems are there, and the same crazy stuff is there. But let's begin. Bad Girls Go to Hell from 1965, and it was 65 minutes. And this film had this girl called Meg, and she was a very unlucky lady. This Meg gets raped by the janitor, and she accidentally, while defending herself, she kills the janitor, and then she has to escape the hometown, going to New York, and then there she meets this rapey guy, this drunk guy, and this lesbian woman, and this rapey landlord. So very unlucky girl, and I don't know why this film is called Bad Girls Go to Hell, because she's really a nice girl, this this Meg here. She's just very unlucky. And yeah, okay, let me talk about the execution in the end, because it's something else. The next film in this box is called Indecent Desires, and this is from 1968 and 75 minutes. Oh boy, that's a lot of minutes. But this film was what? It's so bizarre, very bizarre, premise in this film. Okay, some weirdo guy goes to a park, and he is stalking this woman, and in the park he finds a doll, blonde baby doll, and also this ring, and this is a magic ring. When he wears this ring and uses it somehow to a doll, then he gets like a telepathic communication. The doll acts like a voodoo doll towards this blonde woman he is talking. So every time he like fondles the doll, you know, very creepy. every time he does that, so the blonde girl, she feels it. And I don't think this is ever, ever explained to the characters. They don't ever know this relationship. And basically it is just scene after scene where this guy does something and then he gets pissed off because this girl has a boyfriend. Then he goes home and, oh my, I fucking beat you. He starts to beat this girl, and then this girl is, in her home. He's like, no. The guy is whipping this doll, man. It's insane. It's insane. And then in the end, he burns with the cigarette this doll, and this lady gets burns on her face. And finally happens something tragic. If you want to find out what it is, watch this film. But I think this was probably the best film in this box because it was so bizarre, so bizarre. I don't even want to go there anymore. And then there was A Taste of Flesh from 1967, and that was from Super VHS Master, something weird, Super VHS Master, because I don't think probably the film reel is lost. Other than those 3 films in this box set were from Super VHS. All others were mastered from film negatives and looked pretty okay. And this Taste of Flesh was a hostage drama. I don't know what this name has to do with anything. A bunch of guys entered this house and said, yeah, we are sticking here in your fucking house because we are doing an assassination on this foreign political leader or something. And then some harassment happened then, and the ladies fight back or try to fight back, and then we get to see the boring ending, and this was 73 minutes. And then in the disc 2, Another Day, Another Man, Another Day, Another Man, 71 minutes, 1966, when the husband of newlywed couple gets sick and bedridden, the wife secretly goes out whoring to earn money. And this was the point that these films really started to grow on me, because I realized what is the secret of Dorish Wishman entertainment. The secret of it all is boringness and the poor execution. Now I can see, because each film of this box, they could have easily be shortened, like in the 20-minute duration. But kind of this repetition and boringness, it is the secret essence of Dorish Wishman movies. I will explain more details towards the end what I'm really talking about. Then there was My Brother's Wife from 1966, 61 minutes. A scummy guy moves in with his brother without knowing that he's married to a pretty young girl, Mary. He starts to secret affair with the Mary and tries to empty his brother's account so they can move away. Lots of sex happen and lots of boringness happens in this film. And lots of repetition. Oh my god. I mean, this film was really struggling to fill its 70 minutes duration or 60 minutes. I mean, I think last 25 minutes was they're repeating over, okay, will you get the money? Yeah, I will get the money. Then we can leave. I love you so much. Yeah, do that. We are gonna be so happy. Then we leave. When you get the money. Then there was Passion Fever, next film in this second disc, final film in the second disc, from year 1968, and that was also from Super VHS Master. And this was some very crappy Greek film. It was shot in Greek with Greek actors, but in some point, Dorish Wishman, they imported this film to USA, but they lost the dubbing track, and they didn't know what is really happening in this film, so they made up their own dialogue to the film and really like added some sex scenes to this film, and they are very, very poorly cut in the middle of this film, and this dialogue is just pure nonsense. Clearly the actors in the sex scenes are not even the same people that are in this film. So but I think it's a good solution that if you want to see Passion Fever, you need to see it on this because I don't think you could see this. What would be the point in seeing this with this original dialogue, with all this funny stuff cut out? I don't know. I don't know, man. So moving to the final dish, the sex perils of Paulette. So you wanna know what are the sex perils of Paulette? Is the fact that when she moves to New York, then there she has to become a prostitute because it is very expensive to live in New York City. So that's the sex perils of Paulette. And this time it was completely dubbed out, and they didn't even care if the lip sync is even at all in place. They didn't even care about that. They just went on and did their oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad. And another Greek film, The Hot Month of August. This time this was mastered from film. And a Greek guy, Jason, meets a young but hot married woman on a love boat. And then they start this affair. And then this murder mystery comes. And I think this was the only real film in this box. And maybe... Okay, I would have never in a million years would I have watched this Greek black and white film about this crime thriller mystery. But it was dubbed by Dorish Wishman, and some love-making scenes were cut in. So, and these scenes stick out like a sore thumb. They clearly, you can tell that they're not the actors in this, and the dialogue was bullshit. And this was probably the longest film. I think this was 75 minutes or something, this Hot Month of August. And the final film, Too Much Too Often, this Slimeback Mike, actually I watched this yesterday. Slimeback Mike runs a prostitution ring, and then it starts where he's whipping this fat guy. And then turns out this fat guy is a leader of this very hotshot advertisement agency. So Mike is like, hey, you will fucking give me a job, or I will tell all your friends that you had me whipping your ass. And then this guy is okay. And in that office he starts picking up every lady is there, and for some reason every ladies, they're just hot on this guy, who is clearly he's a fucking slime bug. And this thing goes on until 60 minutes is full, and then this cop that comes in this movie, which we have never seen, and he enters from the door and, hey, you motherfucker, you was the motherfucker who beat me up back 5 years ago, now I'm gonna beat you up and smash your face in so you won't look pretty enough anymore. That's the movie. Okay, so is there anybody out there even? 35 people is watching. No chat messages. Okay, so every Dorish Wishman film, except for these Greek films, there's always these similar tropes in these films. First of all, they're black and white, and they're very weirdly shot. You know, there's so many shots of legs. I don't know why. Dorish Wishman is even worse leg fetishist than Quentin Tarantino. She is always shooting people's legs. And in addition to that, she's also a furniture fetishist. She is shooting like vases or flowers and curtains and even ceilings of apartments. So I don't know why. So I wish I had an example for you, but during a conversation, the scene might just cut during the conversation to a picture of some painting or some flower vase or even a ceiling for 1 second. Why does it happen? Why is this happening? I don't know. but it's very confusing. And when you get used to it, you are like, okay. It starts to become very hilarious. So the films are very poorly made and poorly shot and also poorly dubbed. So basically, that was my Dorish Wishman experience. These films are impossible to rate traditional standards, but I will give this box like 3 stars rating because yeah, they are really something else, these Dorish Wishman films. And except for this Super VHS Masters, the picture quality really does look excellent on all these films. So I really can't recommend this, but if you're adventurous guy and you really like bad movies, then you might want to take a chance and give it to Dorish Wishman. I guarantee it is something else. Oh shit. Okay. No messages, so perhaps you are very satisfied with the Dorish Wishman review and want to see the next one. Okay, let's go to the next one. And now a little bit more traditional and more hip. More hip, and I'm talking about Coming to America, and a film from year 1988 starring Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall and directed by John Landis. And I gotta tell you, this is a classic film. This is a very huge hit back in the day. I have the DVD, which by the way, this is a very crappy quality DVD. I'm very glad that I can get rid of this DVD, and also I have the VHS version, the Finnish VHS. And curiously enough, this is an R-rated comedy, but in Finland it was rated for all. So Finnish video censors or film censors, they didn't care about the nudity or bad language, but American censors did. So this is a 4K master with slipcover from Paramount. First time on 4K, featuring HDR and Dolby Vision. And like Melody Maniac in the chat says, now we are definitely talking about classics. So everybody's probably seen this film. Everybody's seen this. You gotta be kidding. If you're not seeing it, you need to see this right now. So Prince Akeem Eddie Murphy plays Prince Akeem, Prince of Zamunda, a fictional African country, and with his trusted aide Semi, they come to Queens, New York to find a new bride for the Prince of Zamunda. And it's a romantic comedy, but mind you, this is a very raunchy romantic comedy. I cannot tell you how many times I have seen it. I have seen it so many times. I know lots of lines from my top of my head, you know, like hey Stu, you rents due, motherfucker. Don't give me that bullshit falling down the stairs, and Big Mick and McDowell's and whatnot. Fuck you too. Hey, fuck you too. Welcome to America. And this one guy who, it always cracks me up when Eddie Murphy is at the airport and standing in the road and taxi stops and, you stupid motherfucker, coming out from the car. It always cracks me up, this scene. And I really do like the landlord of this place where they move in, when he said, you may enter when the king enters the apartment. And then when Eddie Murphy asks, can we trade our apartments to your apartment, the guy says, yeah, it's a real shithole. You're gonna like it there. It's a great film. It's a feel-good film, and yeah, even though it's a raunchy, it's kind of heartwarming in the end. Sure, it's kind of like a very like a uh, how do you say, very whimsical, maybe it's a like a modern fairy tale, and I think it was supposed to be like that. And this thing had some special features. Now, this my previous DVD, these don't include any extras, but it had a documentary about the making of the film and also about the music of the film, which was pretty new stuff for me. I didn't know that this guy who composed this film, he's the guy who is behind a lot of 80s hit songs. God damn it, it's so small text. And I'm talking about the guy called Nile Rodgers. I haven't even heard about this guy previously. But turns out that this guy is behind a lot of 80s hits. And this is only 4K release. I don't mind about that. But the picture quality, let me tell you, the picture quality of this thing, it was balls to the walls, excellent. It was, I know this is a cliche to say, but it was like you would see the film the first time all over again. It was that good of a picture. I really do have to compliment the picture quality. It was very sharp and very detailed, and also Dolby Vision really brings the film has a lot of color in it. But Dolby Vision really brings the film live a lot more better than this crappy, shitty DVD that I have here. Oh man. And it was in Finland. It was called Prinsille Morsian, which I do have to think that it's a better name than Coming to America. It means like a bride for a prince. But no, I'm not suggesting that they should have used that name in English version. But if you would translate Coming to America, Tulossa Amerikkaan, and compare to Prinsille Morsian, I don't think it would be that great of a name if they would translate it just Tulossa Amerikkaan. I don't think it would be that great of a name. And Prinsille Morsian, Bride for a Prince, it also describes the film much more better than Coming to America. But never mind that. Excellent release, and I have put links to the description field if you want to take it. I got this from Amazon.com and it was like $17, so great value. Great picture, great value. I would have to rate this 5 out of 5 stars, this movie, and also the release 5 out of 5 stars. It sounded great, it looks very fantastic, and it was really nice to revisit this classic film again, because it had been very long time since I have last watched it. So, I bet you have something to say about the Coming to America or Bride for the Prince. So let's see the comments. Now we're talking about classic, says Melody Maniac. Even my kids have seen it. I love the character Clea McDowell, played by John Imes. Hey, it is. He is excellent. He's funny as hell. Yeah, everybody is funny as hell in this film. I mean, you know, the king, goddamn, why do I forget his name? John L. Jones. And Arsenio Hall, everybody is fantastic in this film, and they really do amp up the, great stuff. Oh my god, Michael Yu sends 20 euro super chat. Happy Godzilla VS Day to you, Willie. Is this a Godzilla VS Day? I thought this was Mother's Day. But Michael Yu, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my god, I really do appreciate Michael Yu super chat. Thank you. What have you done on your Godzilla vs. Day? Michael Yu. Melody Maniac says, I agree with the Finnish name. I have the soundtrack too. Nile Rodgers is great producer company and the founder of band Chic. Yeah, that was news to me. I really didn't know that previously, but you can always learn new things when you watch these extras, and I recommend watching extras if you are interested in film culture and films in general. Hey, I forgot to mention, but the makeup, it was done by, was it Rick Baker's makeup? But he did the makeup, this like old guy makeup, and everything in that barber shop, they are just hilarious. And So Globe is, oh my god, this film has so many classic scenes that there's too much to be count. And my favorite, maybe my favorite thing in this whole film is that Dr. Martin Luther King, because when this barber said, I met Dr. Martin Luther King. You ain't never met Dr. Martin Luther King. Yeah, I did. I was walking into town and he came from around the corner and punched me in the chest and said, oh, oops, I thought you was something else. You was somebody else. You that bullshit, man. You ain't never met Dr. Martin Luther King. So why would Dr. Martin Luther King going around town and punching people in the chest behind the corner? Why would he do that? Huutonetti VHS. Okay, is there something happening in the Huutonetti? Godzilla. Let's see the Huutonetti. Is there something tragic going on in the Huutonetti? Yeah. Okay, now I see what you mean. I see what you mean. So I bought. Okay, you guys, I have to see this. I have to show you. Okay, let's go here. Okay, I just download the picture here. Hey, thanks for notifying me. And thanks for the €20 support, because I'm gonna be needing that. So I bought this. I just have bought this thing, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. I forgot that this was closing today, but I bought this for €256. But to my defense, that was the only Finnish Godzilla tape that I still am missing. But not anymore. Not anymore. Godzilla vastaan Mechagodzilla is coming to this address. Yeah, thank you, Mikael, and thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you also, Lino Marchetti, for donating, because I'm gonna be eating pea soup for the rest of my life, man. But yeah, and yeah, also I am missing from the same movie. I am missing the release, the Svenska Walters release, but that is practically impossible to find. But this, okay, I have never seen this before on sale. Melody Maniac says, "Whoa, that looks awesome. Well worth the money." Okay, this is very great news. I am very happy and content about this great looking tape, and this is rare as a dog shit from dog's ass. I don't know why did I say that, because I don't think dog shit is rare. But last film for this Mother's Day, I will talk about Reservoir Dogs. Alright, Reservoir Dogs. I did a live show last autumn on Reservoir Dogs, but then I didn't see this 4K master, and I promised to you to get back to you when I have finally seen the Reservoir Dogs on 4K. And of course, the film does not need any introduction, because Reservoir Dogs, everybody's seen Reservoir Dogs. Come on. It's a classic 90s film. It's one of the best movies of Quentin Tarantino's, and it is the Quentin Tarantino's first film. This is where the all magic started. And you know, the story is about guys who go on a diamond heist, which goes terribly awfully wrong, and then they're going to meet each other in this warehouse, and then they they start to settle the score, and also there's flashbacks telling about the way they met, and one of them is a rat. Now, last time I was talking about this film, I forgot to mention that this gets flag of being a copy from Ringo Lam's City on Fire. I have seen City on Fire, and while there's certainly similar things, I wouldn't call this like a chalkboard, cardboard copy of this, because this is completely new film. The idea may be the same, but you know, there may be some scenes that are similar, but basic movie is completely different. So I'm not one of those who are advocating that this is a direct copy, because in City of Fire it is only like the last 20 minutes they are in the warehouse in that film, and that film is much more focused on the cop action than in the crime action. This is a crime film, and this really isn't about cops. It's about the robbers and these guys who, you know, everybody is a wisecracker, everybody's a wise guy, and they are telling jokes and planning this robbery. I think that's the main plotline of this film. That's the main focus of this film. Great characters is the main focus of this film. And this is highly quotable film, you know, from the Madonna monologue by Quentin Tarantino, or to the "Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy, or aren't you gonna bite?" All that great stuff, highly quotable. And second film he made, it was Pulp Fiction. Maybe I talk about Pulp Fiction 4K some other day, but let's talk about a little bit in the end, towards the end, about this. Was this Lionsgate release? Lionsgate Ultra Cheap 4K Ultra HD. This is only $14, and this thing is region free. Of course, it's a 4K, but the Blu-ray disc here is region A locked. So if you're gonna watch extras, you want to have a region free player if you live outside USA, like I do. So first of all, picture. I mean, yeah, I'm like a fucking broken record, but I always say this, but hey, this print is amazing. I have seen Reservoir Dogs in the cinemas. I was way too young to go see it, but the movie theater guy was, "Hey, you guys, are you 18? Sure we are. Well, enjoy the movie." I was like 12 years old, or 13, something. Went to see to the cinemas, and remember being very disappointed because the poster promised like Chow Yun-Fat style double gun action, but there is only one scene where Harvey Keitel is shooting with two guns. That's, by the way, that's an amazing scene. I like it. But yes, point is that I have seen this in cinemas, I have seen this on VHS, I have seen it on DVD, I have seen it on this crappy Scandinavian Blu-ray disc, which is about as good as DVD. But now my balls are blown off. They literally they sucked the spunk out of my balls with its picture quality. This was amazingly sharp picture and very colorful. And you have seen Reservoir Dogs, you know it's a very bloody film. There's lots of blood. I don't mean that it has lots of violence, but towards the end the corpses keep piling in that warehouse and the floor is full of blood. And the best thing, that the blood, it is really dark red in this print. I absolutely love this print. Like I said, very sharp picture, very good picture quality, and easily hands down the best home video picture quality that I have seen this film on. Easily. And yeah, there was UK slipcover or steelbook, and I bet the master is from same source. But I went for this style. I think this was the coolest cover version of all. The UK version had this weird ear cover, which you can get this transparent slip cover to separate the ear. Man, hey, I mean, come on. that's too clever. You don't have to be too clever about this cover. I mean, I understand you have to, rework the cover page, but I don't know. I didn't find that suitable for this film, because this film really is not about splatter. It's not about violence, even though it's a very violent film. The constant threat of violence is always there, but it is not about that. It's about the friendship and the playfulness of these guys and the stories these guys talk and everything they talk. It's about talking. Yeah, eventually. Yeah, there were extras. The extras were different from the DVD. I have the UK DVD. Forgot to bring it here, but the most important extra. I didn't care too much about the extras. There was some interviews from the film critics. That Harry Knowles guy, I can't stand that guy. And then there was some description about the characters, which was nice addition. But the most important extra on this disc is definitely the deleted scenes, and especially the ear chopping scene, because there's 3 versions of the ear chopping scene. One when they actually show this KNB effect group made fake ear coming off. But I do think that it is the best version selected in the film. I think it wouldn't have, suited for the film if they would see it. I think it's much more effective when they do not show it. I remember being very pissed when I saw it in the cinemas back in the 1992. I was, why don't they shy away from the gore? Why do they do that? Come on, it's a rated 18 film. I want to see some blood, goddammit. But I think Quentin Tarantino chose the right shot for that. Now as I'm older. Not that I'm squeamish or anything, but for the overall tone, I think it wouldn't have been, the best choice. But hey, Reservoir Dogs, especially in the price tag of $14 with this great looking slipcover, I think it's a no-brainer. Hey, you need to upgrade this immediately. If you're still watching this bullshit regular edition DVD or Blu-ray, now it's the freaking time to see this great classic, which is now 31 years old, almost. You need to see this again on 4K Ultra HD. Yeah. Are you gonna bark all day, little doggy, or are you gonna bite? Come again. You heard me. Are you gonna bite all day, little doggy, or are you gonna bite? Who you gonna call? What do you think? I'm gonna call the snake charmer when they're seeking medical help for Tim Roth. Nice, brilliant. Okay, I forgot to give the rating. Film, of course, 5 out of 5 stars, and the release, not for a little bit lackluster on the extra side, but picture quality and audio quality, hey, it's 5 out of 5. But overall, 4 out of 5. Oh yeah, that was my video talk for this evening. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and if you have now any questions and something to add, I will answer it, but I will soon be, shutting this thing out. But now let's chat about a little bit. If you have anything to add. I have never, Yusi Master had never seen that film. Maybe I should watch that soon since you recommend it. So you're telling me, Yusi Master, you ain't seen Reservoir Dogs? That's amazing. Oh my god. And Yusi Master also says Hollywood haven't made any gangster movies for a while. Well, once in a while there is some gangster films, but not that many. And once for all, I'd like to really thank Michael Yu and Lino Marchetti for the super chats. These made my day. It's so. It's not about the money, but it is about the I think if somebody puts that, it means that I have done something right. That is fantastic. Oh yeah, hey, remember I will be putting these reviews separately as their own video, and if you did miss something from the start, you don't have to go to the beginning. It might take a week or so, but eventually I will be putting these on separate videos. Okay, hey, no questions or nothing, so I think I will be quitting now. Thank you for the super chat, and also thank you for watching this show.
Hell yeah, alright.
Yeah. Reservoir Dogs. Coming to America.
Video.
Dorish video.
Video.
Last Hunter. Oh yeah.
Video space.
Last freaking Hunter.
Video talk. Talking video talk. We're talking video talk. We're talking video talk.
And
We're talking video talk. We're talking video talk. We're talking
thank you,
video
good
talk.
night. Thank you.
Talking video talk. We're 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 talking video talk. Talking video talk. Talking video talk.
Yeah.
Talking video talk.
Bitch, we're talking with our boy Willie. You know he's got the shit. He's dancing real hard. I know you'll never get sick of it. He's got that tee on, got that long sexy hair. You know he's about to take his shirt off, his abs so bare. He's got a six-pack. They call him Suburban Commando. He's a big motherfucker and he's dropping it low. He's about to slap that ass, baby, about to slap it so hard. You ever seen this motherfucker running naked through your backyard?
Talking video talk. We're talking
Video talk, bitch, we're talking video talk. Get your video talk. You best subscribe. You best subscribe or die. You best subscribe or dive to Video Talk.
Yeah, subscribe or die. And catch you the next time. Bye bye.